Hey guys, Mike, IronTrap Garage, and we are going to unload a lot of stuff today. So we just got back last night from our trip to Oklahoma. We have two 26-foot box trucks, and we're gonna try our best to fit as much as physically possible in here. It's gonna be tough, but we got some room upstairs on the mezzanine. We have room for a handful of pallets up here on the pallet rack. And we're just gonna try and stuff as much in here as possible. We do have a storage spot over in Pottstown that we're renting from a friend. We're gonna try and get as much in here as possible, but if we need to, we'll take a trip over there and dump some stuff in that building. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to work. It's gonna be a long day of unloading. Hopefully we can get both done today. This is the most we've ever unloaded in one shot, so let's get to work. All right, so we're done truck number one. Pete joined us today to help unload. So we have, this is, what would you say that truck was? 3/4 full?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Something like that. So we got a pile of stuff here. This truck though is 100% full. I don't know if we could have fit anything else in it. So we're gonna actually decided we're not gonna have enough room in here, which we all kind of figured that. We're gonna hook up Matt's trailer, put it next to it, and we're gonna use it for temporary storage because we're not gonna fit it all. So try and stash some fenders. Oh boy.
What the hell?
Just the slowest head nod. Yep.
Wow.
So somehow this radiator materialized from somewhere. We're
Yeah, I
not.
don't remember putting that in here.
It's a lot of work. All right, I figured I'd jump in and tell you guys what we got going on. This is the day 2 of unloading. Two-door sedan body is still in the truck. It is slap full. I am going to work on getting that unloaded today, at least get all the parts out of the body so everyone else can give me a hand getting the body out of the truck. So I'm going to work on getting the stuff in the body is mostly palletizable. I think that's the correct word. So I'm going to work on making some space here on the floor so we can stash some pallets. But as you can see, there's just stuff everywhere. So let's get to work. Alrighty, it has been a couple days since we got unloaded, but we wanted to let some dust settle before we shot an outro. It's kind of hard to show everything we got because there is so much of it. Matt's enclosed trailer is full front to back, floor to ceiling with parts. We put a lot of the rougher stuff in there as just overflow, and then we'll get to it in a year or so maybe. There's a lot in there. So the plan right now is to just try and get through the stuff that we put in the building, get through it, sell it, put it away, get it up online as much as we can just to clear floor space, and then we'll start going through the stuff in the trailer. A lot of duplicates in there, so we have to sell through what we already have on the floor before we can even think about going in there. I will say we have made a serious dent in putting parts away. As you can see the floor in here. We've been slowly going through parts, and I'll show you the madness over here. So doors, I've been making a dent and selling some doors. Bunch more I still need to photograph and price. But our 35/6 shelf looks crazy right now. Went through a bunch of the fenders we got. There's no coupe. There's one coupe, sorry, 35 coupe. The rest are 35/36 sedan. We have a lot of people looking for coupe fenders. We just don't have a lot. Dashes, inner fenders, doors underneath here. A lot of 35/7 pickup doors. A lot of 35/6 dashboards, inner fenders, truck tow boards. I'm trying to think what else. Some 32 or 33/4 inner fender panels. We got a bunch of them. 33 dashboard, which is already sold. If you guys are not following our IronTrap finds Instagram or on our website, there's stuff being listed daily. So if you head to the parts page, it is inventoried by newest arrival. So anything that we list will show up after, I think that newest arrival tag stays for 3 days. So like the last couple nights, Matt and I have listed like 30 items each day. So there's going to be like a very steady stream of stuff getting listed in the next couple weeks. These two shelves here are now Chevy and GM because we have a bunch of Chevy stuff. Started going through garnish molding, hoods, fenders, inner fender panels. There's just a lot of it that we don't know what it is because we're not super familiar with Chevy stuff, so we have to do a little research, and we're just trying to put, like, there's multiples of everything, so we're trying to put 10 items away at once and get one listed. Got all of this mess to deal with. The F1 pickup cab is sold. I listed it on Facebook. Someone bought it. The 33/4 two-door sedan. I'll flip you guys around. The plan for this, we've been getting a lot of questions about this. It is just on a frame. There's no suspension under it. So we have a 32 rear axle here and a 32 front axle. We're going to put under it, make it a roller, take off some of the stuff that doesn't make it look very nice, the junky fenders and running boards. Cleaned up. We've been pulling parts out and putting it inside. There's a full set of garnish molding. We have a grill and a radiator we're going to put on it. There's a windshield frame in there somewhere. So the plan probably next week is we're going to work on getting this thing a roller so we can clean it up, photograph it, and advertise. Because there have been a few people asking about that car. Now, as far as smalls go, we have 6 pallets of smalls. There's 2 pallets wrapped up there. There's 2 up on the mezzanine, and there's 2 down here on the floor. They're going to take a while to get through. If you saw anything in the video while we were loading or unloading, that small that we would have put in a bin, give us some time. I don't know where anything is. It's a little bit of a disheveled mess in here right now. So even bigger body panels people are asking for, and I just don't know. They could be in the trailer, and that's absolutely stuffed. So we'll try our best to find it. Be patient with us. We've been getting a ton of emails, phone calls, messages. We're trying to get to everyone as fast as possible. If we do send you photos, please respond quickly within like a day of if you'd like to buy it, because if not, we're moving on to the next person. We get so many calls, it's hard to wait for responses after multiple days. So thanks guys for watching. That's my long-winded sales thing. A lot of this stuff is going to be at Carlisle. It is in a week. So this comes out on Tuesday. The video Carlisle is the following Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're going to be bringing a lot of the nicer stuff, the grills, the nice fenders, A lot of that stuff will be at our booth. So if you're local and you'd like something delivered to Carlisle, or you're coming from far and you'd like a cab delivered to Carlisle, let us know. We are also getting space across from us where we're gonna have a trailer with cabs and beds and some bigger items. We're not really sure what we're bringing yet, but we're working on it. So thanks guys for watching. This was a crazy trip, crazy to unload, crazy to go through. So we got a lot of work ahead of us this spring. So thanks guys for watching. We appreciate it. Catch you later.